Hi, everyone. It's Michael here. I, like most of you, have spent the last several days quarantined in my own home, and there are kids bouncing off the walls, and we're lucky there are still walls in the first place. It's been crazy. We are living in unprecedented times, that's for sure, with the coronavirus running rampant, folks unable to meet publicly, schools closing, churches not holding regular gatherings. And I've been trying to understand, what does God want from me personally during this time? And also as a pastor of our church, what does God want from Newland Presbyterian? And so I've been called continually to this verse that I first learned on the radio as a kid. As we were driving to school, we'd sing this together in my mom's car. It's Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. I think for me, at least at this point, my temptation is try to understand everything and then control it by way of understanding it. Have some sense of security. I think at the very least during this time, we can all grow in our trust of God, let's just trust in the Lord with all of our hearts. Let's not lean, at least for me, on my own understanding, but in all our ways, little and large, acknowledge him and allow God to direct our next steps as we make our way along the path. Endeavoring to do that. Our session is meeting tomorrow at 3:00. We're going to meet online, and so that's a first for us. And we're going to be asking, how can we as Newland Presbyterian respond and continue to gather maybe in some new ways and in new places? How can we continually gather around the Word, devoting ourselves to the apostles' teaching, to the fellowship, which is going to look differently for a little while, I think, to the breaking of bread, not here at the church, at the Lord's table, but how can we do this around our own tables? How can we devote ourselves to the prayers? That's what the church in Acts chapter 2 gave themselves to. That's what we want to continue giving ourselves to, and be looking for a communication from your session in the next couple of days about how we might be able to do that. I encourage you to reach out to one another. Those phones still work, don't they? Make some calls, check in, tell folks that you love them and pray for them. And remind one another that God is with us, that God is in control, and that our call as Christians is to trust in him and to follow wherever he leads. Pray that God blesses you. I pray for your health. And I pray even more that God would use all of this to his glory. Perhaps this might be a time when many will come to say, I know and trust the Lord Jesus in life and in death. He is my hope and sure comfort. Look forward to talking with you soon. Bye-bye.